Welcome, dear friend. I'm so glad you're here tonight. If you found your way to this meditation, I imagine your heart might be heavy, your mind might be racing, or perhaps you're simply exhausted from carrying the weight of today. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. Tonight, we're going to rest together in the words of Jesus, words he spoke 2,000 years ago that were meant for this very moment, for your very struggle. Over the next 2 hours, you're going to experience something gentle and healing. We'll walk slowly through the Gospel of Matthew, letting Jesus' own teachings wash over your weary soul. You'll find peace you didn't know was possible. You'll feel seen, known, and deeply loved. Let's prepare your body for this journey. Take a deep breath in and release it slowly. Feel your shoulders drop. Settle into your pillow. Let your body grow heavy. You're safe here. Father, we invite your presence into this sacred space tonight. Speak to this precious soul. Remind them of their worth. Quiet every anxious thought. We receive your peace. Amen. Let's begin where Matthew begins, not with rules or demands, but with blessing. With seeing you exactly as you are and calling you blessed anyway. Maybe tonight you're feeling anything but blessed. Maybe you feel broken, inadequate, like you're failing at life, like everyone else has it together and you're barely holding on. Your heart feels heavy, doesn't it? Like there's a weight pressing down on your chest that won't lift. Jesus saw people who felt exactly like you do. And the very first words he spoke in his great sermon, the first thing he wanted them to know, were these words from Matthew 5:3-5. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Do you hear what he's saying? Blessed are the poor in spirit. Not blessed are those who have it all together. Not blessed are the strong, the capable, the ones who never struggle. Blessed are the poor in spirit, those who feel empty, depleted, at the end of themselves. That's you tonight, isn't it? You're poor in spirit. Your reserves are gone. You have nothing left to give. And Jesus looks at you in this state and calls you blessed. The kingdom of heaven, all of God's resources, all of his comfort, all of his peace, belongs to you right now. In your weakness, blessed are those who mourn. You might be mourning tonight. Maybe you've lost something precious, a person, a dream, a season of life, your sense of security. Your grief is real. It aches. It keeps you awake. And Jesus doesn't tell you to get over it or be strong. He says you are blessed in your mourning, and comfort is coming. Not someday far away, comfort is here, now, wrapping around you like arms you can't see but can absolutely feel. Let yourself feel that for a moment. You don't have to be strong right now. You can mourn. You can be weak. And in that very place, you are blessed. Perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed tonight. Life feels like too much, too many demands, too many problems, too many decisions. The waves keep coming, and you don't know how much longer you can keep your head above water. Jesus spoke directly to this feeling in Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Come to me, all you who are weary. Not come to me when you've got it together. Not come to me when you're strong enough. Come to me weary. Come to me burdened. Come exactly as you are right now. Exhausted, overwhelmed, barely holding on. And what does he promise? Rest. Not more work, not a lecture about trying harder. Rest. He will give you rest. Do you know what a yoke is? It's a wooden frame that joins two animals together so they can pull a heavy load. Jesus is saying, "You're not pulling this alone anymore. I'm yoking myself to you. We're in this together, and my side of the yoke is going to carry the weight you cannot carry." His yoke is easy. His burden is light. Not because your problems aren't real or heavy they are, but because he's carrying the weight with you. You're not alone in this. Every step you take, he's taking it with you. Every burden pressing down on you, he's lifting it with you. Take a breath and feel that. You don't have to carry everything by yourself anymore. Maybe fear is what brought you here tonight. Fear of the future, fear of tomorrow, fear of what might happen. Your mind plays out worst-case scenarios. Your heart races. Your chest feels tight. The darkness makes it worse, doesn't it? In the quiet, the fears get louder. Listen to what Jesus said in Matthew 6:25-7. "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?" Jesus isn't minimizing your concerns. He knows exactly what you're worried about. Your health, your finances, your relationships, your job, your children, your future. He sees every single anxiety playing in your mind right now, but he's asking you to look at something. Look at the birds. They don't have savings accounts. They don't have backup plans. They don't lie awake at night planning and worrying, and yet they're fed. Every morning they find what they need, not because they're special, but because your heavenly Father takes care of them. And then Jesus asks the most important question. Are you not much more valuable than they? You are. You are so much more valuable. If God takes care of sparrows, common, ordinary birds, how much more will he take care of you? You are precious to him. You are his child. He knows exactly what you need, and he will provide it. Can worrying add a single hour to your life? Can your anxiety change anything? No. But it does steal something. It steals your peace, your sleep, your joy. This present moment, Jesus wants you to have those things back. What if, just for tonight, you released those worries? What if you said, "God, I'm giving this to you. I can't carry it anymore. You take it." What if you trusted that the same God who feeds the birds will take care of you? Let your body respond to that truth. Feel your jaw unclench. Feel your shoulders drop. Take a slow breath and release the fear with it. You are more valuable than many sparrows. You are held. You are cared for. Perhaps you're carrying guilt tonight, shame, regret about things you've done or left undone. You replay conversations, decisions, moments you wish you could take back. You wonder if you're too broken, too flawed, too far gone for God to love you. Matthew's gospel is filled with stories of broken people Jesus loved anyway. Matthew himself was a tax collector, hated, despised, considered a traitor by his own people, and Jesus chose him, called him, sat at his table, made him part of his inner circle. In Matthew 9:12, 1-3, when religious people criticized Jesus for eating with sinners, he said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." Jesus didn't come for people who have it all together. He came for the sick, the broken, the sinners, the ones who mess up, the ones who carry shame. You don't have to be perfect to come to Jesus. You don't have to clean yourself up first. You don't have to earn his love or prove you're worthy. He desires mercy, not sacrifice. He wants to heal you, not condemn you. Whatever you've done, whatever shame you're carrying, whatever guilt is keeping you awake, Jesus looks at you with mercy, not disappointment, not disgust. Mercy, compassion. Love that says, I see you, I know you, and I'm here to heal you, not to judge you. Can you receive that tonight? Can you let His mercy wash over the places you've been condemning yourself? You are forgiven. You are loved. You are wanted. Maybe you feel alone tonight, deeply, achingly alone, like no one really sees you or understands what you're going through. You're surrounded by people, but you feel isolated. Or maybe you are physically alone, and the loneliness is crushing. Jesus knows what it's like to be alone. In Matthew 26, when He needed His friends most, they fell asleep. When He was arrested, they scattered. He understands loneliness intimately, but He also made you a promise in Matthew 28-20, His very last words in this gospel. And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Always. Not sometimes. Not when you're good enough or faithful enough. Always. Every moment. Every dark night. Every lonely hour. He is with you. You might not feel Him, but He's here. You might not see Him, but He's present. Right now, in this moment, as you lie here in the darkness, Jesus is with you. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You will never be alone. Let that truth settle into your bones. Close your eyes and just sense His presence. He's closer than your next breath, nearer than your heartbeat. With you. Always with you. Take a deep breath. You're doing so well. We're building a foundation of comfort here. And you're receiving it. Your body is relaxing. Your mind is beginning to quiet. The truths we're unpacking aren't just words, they're realities. Jesus really does see you. He really is with you. His promises are true. Rest in that for a moment. Just breathe. You're safe. You're loved. You're not alone. Now, let's go deeper into what you're really feeling tonight. Let's be honest about the struggle, because Jesus was never afraid of our pain. He walked right into it, sat with it, and spoke truth into it. Your mind won't stop, will it? Even as you're trying to rest, thoughts are racing. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? What if I can't handle it? What if everything falls apart? The anxiety builds and builds, and your body responds: tight chest, shallow breathing, racing heart. You're exhausted, but you can't turn your brain off. Jesus spoke directly to this spiral of worry in Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Notice what Jesus isn't saying. He's not saying your worries aren't real. He's not saying life is easy or that nothing bad will happen. He acknowledges that each day has trouble. He sees the real challenges you're facing. He knows that tomorrow does hold uncertainties, but He's telling you something crucial. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Tomorrow's troubles will be met with tomorrow's strength. Tomorrow's challenges will come with tomorrow's grace. You don't have to solve tomorrow's problems tonight. You don't have to figure everything out right now. You don't have to carry tomorrow's burden with today's strength. Right now, in this moment, you are okay. You're breathing. You're here. You have what you need for this moment. And when tomorrow comes, you'll have what you need for that moment too, but not before. Grace comes when you need it, not before you need it. So, what if just for tonight you release tomorrow? What if you said, tomorrow can take care of tomorrow. Right now, I'm just going to be here. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to rest. Your anxious thoughts might say that's irresponsible, that you need to plan and prepare and figure everything out. But Jesus says no. Right now, you need to rest. Tomorrow will still be there, and you'll face it when it comes. Let your breathing slow down. In through your nose. Hold it. Out through your mouth. Again. Feel your body beginning to trust that it's safe to rest. You don't have to solve everything tonight. Maybe what's keeping you awake isn't anxiety about the future, it's pain from the past. Memories that hurt. Things people said or did. Wounds that never fully healed. You replay moments over and over, wishing they'd gone differently. The anger. The hurt. The bitterness. It all churns inside you, especially in the quiet darkness. In Matthew 5:43-45, Jesus said something revolutionary. You have heard that it was said, love your enemy and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. This might be the last thing you want to hear right now. Love your enemies. Pray for those who hurt you. When someone has wounded you deeply, when they've betrayed you or abandoned you or said things that cut to your core, Jesus wants you to love them. Let me tell you what he's really saying. He's not asking you to pretend the hurt didn't happen. He's not minimizing your pain or saying what they did was okay. He sees the wound they caused. He knows exactly how much it hurts. But he also knows something else. Holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Your unforgiveness doesn't hurt them, it hurts you. It keeps you chained to the very person who hurt you. It steals your peace. It disrupts your sleep. It occupies space in your heart that should be filled with joy. Jesus is inviting you to freedom, not for their sake, for yours. When you forgive, when you release them to God's justice instead of clutching onto your right to be angry, something breaks open inside you. The chains fall off. The weight lifts. You get your peace back. You don't have to do this all at once. You don't have to feel loving feelings toward them. But what if, right now, you just said, God, I release them to you. I'm not carrying this anymore. You handle it. You judge it. You deal with them. I'm choosing peace instead. Feel what happens in your body when you release that weight. Your jaw might unclench. Your fists might unfold. Your chest might expand with a full breath. This is what forgiveness feels like, not weakness, but freedom. Perhaps what's haunting you tonight is a sense of failure. You tried so hard, and it didn't work out. You gave everything you had, and it wasn't enough. You're disappointed in yourself. You feel like you've let people down, maybe yourself, maybe others, maybe God. In Matthew 14, Peter had a moment like this. Jesus was walking on water, and Peter asked to come to him. And for a moment, Peter actually did it. He walked on water. But then he saw the wind and the waves. Fear gripped him, and he started to sink. In verse 30-31, but when he saw the wind, he was afraid and beginning to sink, cried out, Lord, save me. Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. Think about what happened here. Peter had been doing the impossible, literally walking on water, but when he took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the storm around him, he began to sink. And in that moment of failure, what did Jesus do? He didn't lecture him. He didn't say, Peter, you had one job. He didn't let him sink as punishment for his lack of faith. Immediately, not eventually, not after Peter learned his lesson, but immediately Jesus reached out and caught him. That's what Jesus does with your failures too. You might have taken your eyes off him. You might have let fear win. You might have sunk. But Jesus isn't standing there with his arms crossed, disappointed in you. His hand is reaching out right now to catch you. You haven't failed beyond redemption. You haven't disappointed him beyond his love. Even your sinking moment is a place where he meets you, especially your sinking moment. What if your failure isn't the end of the story? What if it's just the moment before Jesus catches you? Reach up. His hand is there. Maybe you're grieving tonight. You've lost something or someone precious, and the ache is unbearable. During the day you can distract yourself, stay busy, keep moving. But at night, in the quiet, the grief crashes over you in waves. You feel the absence, you feel the emptiness, and it hurts so much you don't know how you'll survive it. In Matthew 5-4, Jesus said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are those who mourn." Not blessed are those who get over it quickly, or blessed are those who stay strong. Blessed are those who mourn. Your grief isn't a sign of weak faith. Your tears aren't evidence that you don't trust God. Your mourning is blessed. It's holy. It's honored. Jesus wept when his friend Lazarus died, even though he knew he was about to raise him from the dead. He could have skipped straight to the miracle, but he didn't. He stopped and wept. Because grief matters, loss matters, love that aches matters. Your grief matters. The person or thing you lost was worth grieving. The pain you feel is proportional to the love you had, and Jesus doesn't rush you through it. He sits with you in it. He weeps with you, and he promises that comfort will come, not because the pain will disappear or you'll forget what you lost, but because he will fill the empty spaces with his presence. He will bind up the broken places. He will gentle the sharp edges of your grief until they become tender memories instead of fresh wounds. You don't have to be okay right now. You can mourn, and in your mourning, you are blessed, and comfort is coming. Let yourself feel whatever you're feeling. Don't push it down. Don't try to be strong. Just let it be there, and know that Jesus is sitting with you in it. Perhaps you're struggling with feeling unseen. You work so hard, you give so much, you show up for everyone, and no one seems to notice. You wonder if what you do even matters. You feel invisible, unappreciated, like you could disappear and no one would really care. Jesus spoke about this in Matthew 6:3-4. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Your Father sees what is done in secret. Every unseen act of kindness, every sacrifice no one acknowledged, every time you showed up when you were exhausted, every moment you put others first and no one said thank you, every tear you cried alone, every prayer you whispered in the darkness. God saw it all. He sees you. Nothing you've done has gone unnoticed by him. He keeps track of every single thing, not to judge you, but because he values you so deeply that he pays attention to everything about you. People might not see. People might not appreciate. People might take you for granted. But your Father in heaven sees you. He knows your heart. He knows your effort. He knows your love. And he will reward you not with earthly praise that fades, but with his pleasure, his well done, his eternal affirmation of your worth. You are not invisible. You are not unappreciated. You are deeply, carefully, attentively seen by the one whose opinion matters most. Maybe what's troubling you tonight is a deep sense of inadequacy. You look at other people and they seem to have it together. They seem confident, capable, successful, and you feel like you're barely keeping up, like you're not enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, not good enough. Like everyone else got a manual for life and you missed it. In Matthew 25, Jesus told a parable about talents. A master gave different amounts of money to 3 servants. One got 5 talents, one got 2, one got 1. The ones with 5 and 2 doubled what they'd been given. The one with 1 buried it out of fear. Here's what matters. Jesus didn't condemn the servant for only having 1 talent. He didn't expect the 2-talent servant to produce 5. He expected each person to work with what they'd been given. You're not supposed to be someone else. You're not supposed to have someone else's gifts or abilities or circumstances. You're supposed to work with what you've been given. And whatever that is, however small or insufficient it seems to you, it's exactly what God intended for you. Stop comparing yourself to the 5-talent people. You're a 2-talent person or a 1-talent person, and that's perfectly okay. God isn't disappointed that you're not someone else. He made you exactly as you are, with exactly what you have, and He has plans for you that fit you perfectly. You are enough. Not because you do enough or achieve enough, but because God says you're enough. Your worth isn't determined by your productivity or your success. It's determined by the fact that you're His beloved child. Breathe that in. I am enough, just as I am. Right now, enough. Your body is getting heavier now. Your mind is beginning to quiet. We've walked through the struggle together, and you're still here. You're still okay. You're held. You're loved. You're seen. Let yourself sink deeper into rest now. The hardest part is behind us. From here, we move into promises, into peace, into the deep rest your soul has been craving. Now we're going to shift from the struggle to the promises, from what you're feeling to what God has declared over you. These aren't empty words or wishful thinking. These are promises Jesus spoke, promises that are as true tonight as they were 2,000 years ago, promises meant specifically for you, for this moment, for this struggle. You're wondering if things will ever get better, aren't you? If this season will ever end, if relief will ever come. The future looks uncertain, maybe even scary. You can't see how anything good could come from what you're going through right now. Listen to what Jesus promised in Matthew 7:7-8. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks the door will be opened. Look at the certainty in these words. Not maybe it will be given, not it might be opened. It will be given, it will be opened. This is a promise, not a possibility. Whatever you're asking for tonight, peace, healing, provision, clarity, breakthrough, Jesus says ask. Don't hold back. Don't minimize your needs. Don't pretend you're fine when you're not. Ask. Bring your whole heart, your desperate need, your honest longing. Ask, and He promises you will receive. Not necessarily what you think you need, or on your timeline, but you will receive what you actually need. The door will open. A path through. You're seeking answers, seeking peace, seeking God Himself in this darkness. And Jesus promises you will find. Keep seeking. Don't give up. Don't stop knocking. The door is going to open. Relief is coming. This won't last forever. Hold on. Maybe you feel like your prayers aren't working, like you've been asking and nothing changes. You wonder if God even hears you, if your words just bounce off the ceiling and disappear into nothing. Jesus addressed this directly in Matthew 7:9-11. Which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone, or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you, then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask Him? Think about this. If your child came to you hungry, asking for food, would you mock them? Would you ignore them? Would you give them something harmful instead? Of course not. Even flawed, imperfect parents know how to love their children and give them what they need. And God is not a flawed, imperfect parent. He's a perfect Father. If human parents with all their limitations and mistakes know how to give good gifts to their children, how much more does your Heavenly Father know how to give you good gifts? He hears every prayer. He sees every tear. He knows every need, and He's not withholding good things from you. He's not punishing you with silence. He's working, right now, in ways you can't see yet. His timing is perfect, even when it feels painfully slow to you. Your prayers aren't bouncing off the ceiling. They're reaching the heart of a Father who loves you more than you can comprehend. And He will give you good gifts. Trust that. Wait for that. It's coming. Perhaps you're feeling crushed by the weight of life right now. The problems are so big. The challenge is so overwhelming. You feel small and powerless, like nothing you do makes any difference. You're ready to give up. In Matthew 17:20, Jesus said something astounding. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. A mustard seed. Do you know how small that is? Tiny. Almost microscopic. Jesus isn't asking for giant, unshakable faith. He's saying even faith the size of a tiny seed, faith that's barely there, faith that's mixed with doubt, faith that feels insufficient, that faith can move mountains. The mountain in front of you, whatever it is, feels immovable. It's been there so long, it's so big. You've tried to change it and nothing's worked. But Jesus says your tiny, trembling faith is enough to move it. Not because your faith is powerful, but because the God you have faith in is powerful. Your small faith connects you to a big God. Your weak faith plugs you into unlimited power. Your insufficient faith is actually totally sufficient, because it's not about you, it's about Him. So stop condemning yourself for not having enough faith. Stop feeling like your faith is too weak to matter. Even your tiny seed of faith, the part of you that showed up here tonight, that's still reaching for God despite everything that's enough, that can move mountains. Nothing is impossible for you. Not because you're capable, but because He is. Not because you're strong, but because He is. Your limitations don't limit God. Your weakness doesn't weaken Him. He can do immeasurably more than you can ask or imagine, and He's going to. Maybe you're in the middle of a storm right now. Everything feels chaotic, out of control. The waves keep coming and you're barely staying afloat. You're exhausted from fighting, from trying to keep everything together. Matthew 8:23-7 tells the story of Jesus' disciples in a boat during a furious storm. They were terrified, convinced they were going to drown, and Jesus was asleep in the boat. They woke Him up in a panic. "Lord, save us, we're going to drown." And Jesus got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. Then He said to them, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Here's what I want you to see. Jesus was in the boat with them the whole time. When the storm started, He was there. When the waves crashed over them, He was there. When they were terrified, He was there. The storm never touched Him. It had no power over Him. And He's in your boat too. Right now, this storm you're in, He's in it with you. The waves might be crashing. The wind might be howling. Everything might feel out of control. But Jesus is in your boat, and the storm cannot sink you. He might seem asleep. He might seem unaware or unconcerned. But He's not. He's fully present, fully aware, fully in control. And at the right moment, His perfect moment, He will stand up and speak, and everything will be calm. You're not going to drown. You're not going to be destroyed. This storm is not bigger than Jesus. It's not stronger than His word. It cannot overcome you, because He is with you. Take a breath. Feel the truth of that. Jesus is in your boat. The storm will be calmed. You're going to be okay. You might be struggling with provision right now. Bills you can't pay, needs you can't meet, resources running out. You're trying so hard, working so much, and it never feels like enough. The stress of it steals your sleep, your peace, your joy. Jesus spoke about this exact anxiety in Matthew 6:31-3. So do not worry, saying, "What shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear?" For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Your heavenly Father knows that you need them. Not might need, not should have, need. He knows you need food, shelter, clothing, resources. He's not unaware. He's not indifferent. He knows. And he promises that if you seek him first, if you trust him, if you make him your priority, instead of making your anxiety your priority, all these things will be given to you as well. Does that mean you'll get everything you want? No. Does it mean life will be easy? No. But it does mean you will have what you need. God has never failed to provide for his children, and he's not going to start with you. Think about your life up to this point. You've had seasons of lack before, haven't you? And yet, here you are. You made it through. You had what you needed when you needed it. Maybe not abundance, maybe not comfort, but enough. Always enough. And that pattern will continue. God who provided then will provide now. God who carried you through past struggles will carry you through this one. He knows what you need, and he will give it to you, not because you've earned it or deserve it, but because he loves you and you're his child. Release the worry about provision. Just for tonight, just for this moment, trust that you're going to be okay. You will have what you need. God's got you. Perhaps you're dealing with relationships that are broken, families that are fractured, friendships that have ended, conflict that feels unresolvable. You want peace, you want reconciliation, but you don't know how to get there. In Matthew 5-9, Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Peacemakers, not peacekeepers, people who avoid conflict and pretend everything's fine. Peacemakers, people who actively work toward real, lasting peace, even when it's hard. Jesus is calling you to be a peacemaker, not to fix everything or force people to reconcile, but to do your part, to extend forgiveness, to speak truth in love, to release bitterness, to pray for those you're in conflict with, to take the first step, even when you weren't the one who caused the problem. And he promises that when you do this, when you work for peace, you will be called a child of God. You'll reflect his heart. You'll partner with his purposes. You'll experience his presence in powerful ways. The relationship might not heal. The other person might not respond. But you will have peace. The peace that comes from knowing you did what you could. You honored God. You chose love over bitterness. That peace is available to you right now. You don't have to wait for circumstances to change. You can have peace in your heart even if there's conflict around you. That's the peace Jesus gives, not dependent on external situations, but sourced from his presence within you. Maybe you're battling discouragement tonight. You've been faithful for so long, and you don't see any results. You've been praying, believing, trusting, and nothing seems to change. You're wondering if it's worth it, if any of this matters. In Matthew 24-13, Jesus said, "But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved." Stand firm to the end, not be perfect to the end. Not never struggle to the end. Stand firm. Keep showing up. Believing. Keep trusting. Keep going, even when you're tired, even when you don't see results, even when it feels pointless, because the end is coming. This season won't last forever. This struggle has an expiration date. And when you get to the other side, when you've stood firm through it all, you're going to see why it mattered. You're going to understand what God was doing. You're going to be so grateful you didn't give up. Right now, in the middle of it, you can't see that yet. But Jesus can. He sees the whole story. He knows where this is leading. And he's telling you, stand firm. Just a little longer. Don't quit now. The breakthrough is closer than you think. You've made it this far. You've survived every hard day up until now. You're stronger than you realize. And you're not doing this alone. Jesus is standing firm with you, holding you up when you can't hold yourself up. Don't give up. Please don't give up. It's going to be worth it. You might feel like you've wandered too far from God, like you've made too many mistakes, missed too many opportunities, wasted too much time. You wonder if you can ever get back to him, if he would even want you back. In Matthew 18:12, 1-4, Jesus told a parable about a shepherd who had 100 sheep. One wandered off, and the shepherd left the 99 to go search for the one that was lost. And when he found it, he rejoiced more over that one sheep than over the 99 that never wandered. You're that one sheep. You might feel lost, far from home, like you've wandered too far to find your way back. But Jesus is searching for you. He's left everything to come find you. And when he finds you, not if, but when he will rejoice over you, you haven't wandered beyond his reach. You haven't gone too far for him to find you. You haven't done anything that makes you unlovable or unredeemable. He wants you back. He's actively pursuing you. He will never stop searching for you. Come home, right now, in. Your heart, just turn toward him. That's all it takes. One step in his direction, and he'll cover the rest of the distance. He's been waiting for this moment. He's ready to welcome you with open arms, with joy, with celebration. You are wanted. You are loved. You are his, and nothing can change that. Your breathing is slower now, deeper. Your body is heavy, sinking into the comfort beneath you. These promises are washing over you, seeping into the wounded places, bringing healing you didn't know you needed. Let yourself rest in these truths. You don't have to strive or prove anything. You don't have to earn these promises. They're already yours. Jesus spoke them over you 2,000 years ago, and they're just as true tonight. You are seen. You are provided for. You are not alone. You will make it through. Help is coming. Peace is available. God is faithful. Breathe. Rest, receive. I know it's hard to have faith right now, when you're hurting this much, when nothing makes sense, when God feels distant, believing feels almost impossible, doesn't it? You want to trust. You want to have the kind of faith that moves mountains. But honestly, some days you're not even sure you believe anymore. That's okay. Jesus makes room for that doubt. In Matthew 17, a father brought his suffering son to Jesus. The boy was tormented, throwing himself into fire and water. The father was desperate, and he said something so honest, so raw. If you can do anything, take pity on us and help us. If you can, not a statement of faith, a question, a doubt. And in Mark's account of a similar story in Mark 9:24, another desperate father cried out, "I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief." Do you hear that? Belief and unbelief in the same breath. Faith and doubt mixed together. And Jesus didn't rebuke him. Jesus didn't say, "Come back when you have stronger faith." Jesus honored that honest cry. Jesus healed the son. Your doubt doesn't disqualify you. Your questions don't push Jesus away. Your struggle to believe doesn't make you a failure. It makes you human. It makes you honest. And Jesus can work with honest doubt far more than he can work with fake certainty. So if tonight all you have is, "I want to believe, help my unbelief," that's enough. That's actually beautiful. That's faith in its most raw, real form. You're here, aren't you? You showed up. You're listening. That's faith. Tiny, trembling, mixed with doubt faith. And it's enough. Maybe you're struggling because faith feels so intangible. You can't see God. You can't touch him. You can't prove he's there. and your logical mind struggles with that. You need evidence. You need something concrete. In Matthew 16 1-4, the Pharisees came to Jesus demanding a sign from heaven. They wanted proof, evidence, something undeniable, and Jesus was frustrated with them because they were missing what was right in front of them. Then in verse 17, when Peter confessed that Jesus was the Messiah, Jesus said something profound. "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven." Faith isn't something you logic your way into. It's not something you prove with evidence. It's something revealed to you. It's a gift. It's God opening your eyes to see what was always there. You might be frustrated that you can't manufacture faith, that you can't force yourself to believe more strongly, but that's because faith doesn't start with you. It starts with God. He reveals himself. He opens your eyes. He gives you the ability to see and know and trust. So stop trying so hard. Stop beating yourself up for not having enough faith. Instead, pray what Peter prayed. Show me, reveal yourself to me, help me see you, and then watch, pay attention. Notice where God shows up in the sunrise, in a kind word from a friend, in the way you made it through another hard day, in this moment of peace you're experiencing right now. Faith isn't blind. It's just seeing with different eyes that can perceive the spiritual reality underlying the physical one. And those eyes are a gift God gives. Ask for them. He will give them to you. Perhaps your faith is shaking because you've been waiting so long for something. A prayer you've prayed for years with no answer. A promise you thought God made that hasn't come true. You're starting to wonder if you heard wrong, if you believed in vain, if any of this is real. In Matthew 15:21-8, there's a story of a Canaanite woman who came to Jesus begging him to heal her daughter, and Jesus didn't respond. Then he seemed to reject her. He said he was sent only to Israel, and compared her to a dog asking for children's food. Most of us would have given up, but she didn't. She persisted. She said, "Even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table." And Jesus' response, "Woman, you have great faith. Your request is granted." Her faith wasn't great because it was easy. It was great because she kept believing even when everything seemed to say no, even when Jesus himself seemed to reject her. She held on. That's the faith God honors, not the faith that has it easy, not the faith that sees immediate results, but the faith that says, even if he seems silent, even if he seems to say no, even if I don't understand, I'm still going to believe. I'm still going to ask. I'm still going to trust. You're still here, still praying, still seeking. After all this time, after all the disappointment, you haven't given up. Do you know how beautiful that is? Do you know how much that faith, that stubborn, persistent, refusing to quit faith moves the heart of God? Your waiting isn't wasted. Your persistence isn't pointless. Something is happening in the spiritual realm that you can't see yet. Keep holding on. Keep believing. Even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. That's when faith matters most. Maybe you're afraid that your faith isn't strong enough for what you're facing. The mountain is too big. The battle is too hard. You feel inadequate, ill-equipped, insufficient. In Matthew 14:22, 3, Peter walked on water. Actually walked on water. But then he saw the wind and waves, got scared, and started to sink. And when he cried out, "Lord, save me!" Jesus immediately reached out and caught him. Here's what I want you to notice. Peter is often criticized for sinking, but he's the only disciple who got out of the boat. Everyone else stayed where it was safe. Peter took the risk. Peter stepped out in faith. And yes, he faltered. Yes, his faith wavered. but he still walked on water, even if only for a few steps. Your faith doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be unwavering. It just has to get you out of the boat. It just has to take one step. And when you start to sink, because you will, we all do, Jesus will catch you. Immediately, without hesitation, without condemnation. So stop waiting for your faith to be strong. Enough. Stop waiting to feel ready. Just get out of the boat. Take one step toward Jesus. He'll handle the rest. He'll keep you afloat. And even if you falter, his hand is already reaching out to catch you. You're braver than you think. Your faith is stronger than you realize. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be present. Perhaps you're struggling with faith because you've seen hypocrisy in the church. People who claim to believe but don't act like it. Leaders who've fallen, Christians who've hurt you, and it's shaken your trust in all of it. In Matthew 23, Jesus himself called out the religious leaders of his day. He called them hypocrites, whitewashed tombs, blind guides. He was harsher on religious phoniness than on anything else. He saw the damage it caused. He felt righteous anger about it. So, if you've been hurt by people who claim to represent Jesus but didn't act like him, Jesus is angry about that too. He's on your side, not theirs. He's not defending to them. He's not asking you to overlook it or get over it. But here's what he is asking. Don't let their failure define your faith. Don't let their hypocrisy steal your relationship with him. They're not Jesus. They're flawed humans who messed up. Some of them messed up badly, and the damage they caused is real. But Jesus is different. Jesus never fails. Jesus never lies. Jesus never manipulates or abuses or abandons. People who claim to follow him might do all those things, but he doesn't. Your faith isn't in them. Your faith is in him. And he's trustworthy even when his followers aren't. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to have boundaries with people who've wounded you in God's name. But don't throw Jesus out with the bathwater. He's still here. He's still real. He's still worth believing in. Maybe your faith struggle is simpler than all of this. Maybe you're just tired. You've been believing and trusting and holding on for so long, and you're exhausted. You don't have energy for faith anymore. You're running on empty. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Come weary, come burdened, come exhausted. Come exactly as you are. You don't have to muster up strength or energy or even faith. You just have to come, and he will give you rest. Not a pep talk, not a challenge to try harder. Rest. Actual rest for your weary soul. Faith doesn't have to be exhausting. Real faith is actually a relief. It's releasing the burden of having to figure everything out, control everything, hold everything together. It's saying, I can't, but you can. I'm giving this to you. I'm resting in your ability instead of striving in my inability. That's faith. Not gritting your teeth and trying harder, but letting go, releasing, resting. So tonight, don't try to conjure up faith. Don't try to believe harder. Just come to Jesus as tired. Come to him weak. Come to him doubting. Come to him empty-handed. That's enough. He'll take it from there. You might be lying here thinking, I want to believe all of this, but I just can't. I don't know how. That's okay. Romans 10:17 says, Faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. You're hearing the message right now. Every word we've walked through tonight, every scripture, every promise, every truth is building faith in you, even if you can't feel it. Faith is being formed as you listen. Belief is taking root as you receive. You don't have to feel different. You don't have to have some dramatic experience. Just the fact that you're here, that you're listening, that you're open, that's faith growing, that's belief taking hold. Be patient with yourself. Faith is a journey, not a destination. Some days it's strong, some days it's weak, some days it's barely there, and all of those days are okay. Jesus meets you wherever you are. Your body is so relaxed now. Your mind is quiet. The struggle to believe has eased, even if just for this moment. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have perfect faith. You just have to rest. And you're doing that beautifully. Let faith be simple tonight. Let it just be this. Jesus, I'm here. I'm listening. I want to trust you. Help me. That's enough. That's more than enough. That's beautiful, honest, real faith that moves the heart of God. Breathe in faith. Breathe out doubt. Not because you have to, but because you can. Because faith is available to you right now as a gift, as grace, as something given rather than something earned. You're doing so well. Rest now. Let faith be easy. Let belief be gentle. Let trust be a soft place to land instead of a mountain to climb. Your mind has been racing all day, hasn't it? Even now, trying to rest, thoughts keep coming. Plans, worries, replays of conversations, things you need to remember, things you wish you could forget. Your body is tired, but your mind won't stop. Jesus spoke about this kind of exhaustion. In Matthew 11:28-30, he said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Come as you are, weary, burdened, exhausted. Bring it all. Don't try to clean yourself up first. Don't try to get stronger first. Come weary, and he will give you rest. Not just physical rest, though that's part of it. Rest for your soul. That deep, internal peace that comes when you finally stop carrying what you were never meant to carry. When you release the weight you've been holding. When you let Jesus take it from you. Feel your breathing now. Let it slow down. In through your nose. Hold for a moment. Out through your mouth. Again and again. With each exhale, release a little more. Release the tension in your shoulders. Release the thoughts spinning in your mind. Release the burdens you've been carrying. You can rest now. You're safe. Everything that needs to be done will still be there tomorrow. But right now, for these hours, you can release it all. You have permission to rest. Maybe anxiety has been stealing your peace. Your chest feels tight. Your thoughts race from one worry to another. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? The fear builds and builds, and sleep feels impossible. In Matthew 6:25-7, Jesus says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Listen to the birds for a moment in your imagination. Hear their morning songs. They don't worry about tomorrow. They don't lie awake at night anxious about the future. They simply trust that what they need will be there. And you are so much more valuable than birds. If God takes care of them, how much more will He take care of you? Let your jaw unclench. Feel the tension releasing from your face, your neck, your shoulders. Anxiety doesn't have to control your body anymore. You can let it go. Breath by breath, moment by moment, you can release it. Breathe in peace. Breathe out anxiety. Breathe in trust. Breathe out fear. Breathe in God's presence. Breathe out the worry that's been consuming you. Your Heavenly Father knows what you need. He's already working on tomorrow's problems. You don't have to solve them tonight. Tonight, you just need to rest. Perhaps your heart feels troubled, heavy, like there's a weight pressing down on your chest. Pain you don't know how to process. Confusion you can't sort through. Your heart is so tired. In John 14:27, Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." His peace. Not the world's version of peace, the peace that depends on circumstances being okay, problems being solved, everything working out. His peace. The peace that transcends understanding. The peace that can exist even in the middle of trouble. That peace is yours right now. Jesus left it for you. He gave it to you. It's already available. You don't have to earn it or achieve it or wait for it. It's here, now, offered freely. Do not let your heart be troubled. That's an invitation, not a command. An invitation to release the trouble to Him, to stop carrying it, to let His peace settle over your troubled heart like a warm blanket on a cold night. Feel that peace now. It's not something you create. It's something you receive, like a gift being placed gently in your hands. Receive it. Open your heart to it. Let it fill all the troubled places. Your breathing is becoming slower, deeper, more peaceful. The tightness in your chest is easing. Your heart rate is slowing down. Your body is responding to the peace that's washing over you. You're safe. Right here, right now, in this moment you're safe. Let that truth settle all the way down into your bones. Safe, held, at peace. Maybe sleep has felt impossible lately. You lie down exhausted, but your mind won't shut off. Or you fall asleep but wake up in the middle of the night, anxious and restless. You haven't felt truly rested in so long. In Psalm 4-8, David wrote, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." In peace, not in perfect circumstances. Not when all problems are solved. In peace. Because God makes you dwell in safety. You can lie down in peace tonight. Not because everything is okay in your life, but because God is with you. Not because the future is certain, but because He is. Not because you have it all figured out, but because He does. You alone, Lord, not your own strength, not your own ability to manage everything, not your own vigilance. The Lord alone keeps you safe. He's watching over you. He never sleeps. He never takes His eyes off you. So you can sleep. You can rest. You can let your guard down. Someone greater is keeping watch. Feel your body sinking deeper into the surface beneath you. Heavy, so heavy. Your legs, so heavy. Your arms, relaxed, heavy, at rest. Your head, supported, cradled, safe to rest. Let your eyelids be heavy. No need to force them. Just let them rest. Closed or open, it doesn't matter. Just let them be heavy, peaceful, at rest. Your mind might be racing less now, but maybe there are still thoughts drifting through. That's okay. Don't fight them. Just let them drift by like clouds across the sky. You don't have to grab onto them. You don't have to solve them. Just let them float past. In Isaiah 26-3, it says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Perfect peace, not partial peace, not temporary peace. Perfect peace for minds that are steadfast, steady, fixed, focused on God. Your mind doesn't have to be perfectly still. It just needs to be focused on Him. And right now, that's what you're doing. Listening to His word. receiving his truth, resting in his presence. Your mind is steadfast even if thoughts drift through, because underneath all the surface thoughts, your heart is anchored in him. Perfect peace is yours, not someday, right now, in this moment, wrapping around you like the softest embrace, filling every anxious corner of your mind, settling over you like morning dew, gentle and complete. Breathe it in, this perfect peace. Let it fill your lungs, your chest, your whole body. Breathe out anything that's not peace, any remaining worry, any lingering fear, any last bit of tension. Just breathe it out. You're doing so well. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind is learning. And your soul is finding the peace it's been craving. Perhaps you've been striving so hard, working so much, trying to earn your worth, prove your value, justify your existence, and you're exhausted from the effort. In Psalm 127:2 it says, "In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves." All that striving, all that effort, it's not what brings you God's blessing. He grants sleep to those he loves, not to those who earn it, not to those who deserve it, to those he loves. And he loves you, right now, just as you are, not for what you've done or what you'll do, just because you're his, and because he loves you, he grants you sleep, he gives you rest. Not as a reward, but as a gift of love. Stop striving now. Stop trying so hard. Stop earning and proving and justifying. Just receive. Receive his love. Receive his gift of rest. Receive this sleep he's granting you. Your body is melting into rest now. Every muscle relaxing, releasing, letting go. Feel the weight of your body fully supported. You don't have to hold yourself up. You can completely let go. Imagine yourself lying down in green pastures, like Psalm 23 describes. The grass is soft beneath you. The air is warm and gentle. You can hear water flowing nearby, quiet waters, peaceful, soothing. Jesus is your shepherd. He's leading you beside these still waters. He's making you lie down in green pastures, not forcing you, but inviting you, creating a space so safe, so peaceful, that you can finally rest. He's restoring your soul right now, not tomorrow, not someday, right now, as you rest, as you breathe, as you release. He's restoring what's been depleted. He's healing what's been wounded. He's renewing what's been exhausted. Your soul is being restored. Can you feel it? That sense of something being made new, something broken being mended, something empty being filled. That's God's restorative work happening in you right now. Maybe you've been afraid to sleep, afraid of nightmares, or waking up anxious, or facing another morning. Sleep hasn't felt safe. But listen to Psalm 121:3-4. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. He never sleeps. While you sleep, he's awake. While you rest, he's watching. You're not unprotected. You're not alone in the darkness. He never takes his eyes off you. You can close your eyes in safety. You can drift into sleep knowing someone is keeping watch, someone who loves you, someone who will never leave you, someone who holds you safe through every moment of every night. Feel that safety now, deep in your bones, in the core of who you are safe, held, protected, watched over by the one who never sleeps so you can rest in perfect peace. Let your breathing become even slower now, even deeper. Two like waves gently lapping on a shore, in and out, in and out, rhythmic, peaceful, natural. The body knows how to sleep. It's been doing it your whole life. Trust your body now. Let it do what it knows how to do. Let it guide you into rest. In Zephaniah 3:17 there's a beautiful promise. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. He will quiet you with his love. He will quiet you with his love, not with force, not with demands, with love. His love is quieting your racing mind right now. His love is calming your anxious heart. His love is settling your restless body. Can you hear it in the quiet? Can you hear him singing over you? A lullaby of love, a melody of grace, a song of peace meant just for you. He delights in you. Right now, in this moment. As you are, he's not disappointed. He's not frustrated with how long it's taking you to rest. He's rejoicing over you, singing over you, quieting you with his love. Let that love wash over you now, like gentle rain, like warm sunlight, like the softest touch. His love surrounding you, filling you, holding you. You are so loved, so deeply, completely, eternally loved. And in that love, you can rest. Tomorrow is going to come, a new morning, new mercies. Lamentations 3:22-23 promises that, because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. New mercies in the morning. You don't have to face tomorrow with today's strength. You don't have to solve tomorrow's problems tonight. When morning comes, new mercies will be there. Fresh compassion, renewed grace. But that's tomorrow. Right now, there's only this moment. Only rest. Only peace. Your eyelids are so heavy now. Your body is completely relaxed. Your mind is quiet. You're held in perfect peace. God is watching over you. You can let go now. You can sleep. You are safe. You are loved. You are his. Rest now. Just rest. You are held. You are kept in perfect peace. Sleep now, beloved. Sleep in his peace. Rest in his love. You are safe. You can rest. Rest.